What's up, y'all? Welcome to the theden.podcast. My name is Jamie, and these are going to be my co-hosts for today. We have
Jamie.
and we have
Joe Rogan.
And on today's episode, we focus on enunciation, pronunciation, and conspiracy theories.
Yeah, so the reason he called himself Jamie today is because he's gonna be our Jamie. He's gonna be looking shit up, and I'm gonna be like, "Yo, look this shit up, Jamie."
You know what's funny is half of the people thought I was legit when I told them
Because
Jamie.
we haven't ever announced, actually said our names.
That's actually true. I'm actually the only person that says their name in the beginning. I saw like 2 of the episodes. I was like, oh, I said my name, but then I didn't introduce you guys. I was like, that was
Yeah.
kind of a dick move.
We're gonna do it once Gabe gets here.
That's right.
Once when Gabe gets here, we'll do an
We'll do
official podcast.
So
These
they don't
are all
need to know my
pilot
name.
episodes.
They don't need to know my name.
These are all pilot episodes for the build-up of our names.
All right, Jamie, pull this shit up. What are we doing today?
Oh yeah. So as I said, we're focusing on enunciation, pronunciation, and conspiracy theories.
Thank you.
Why'd you say all that again?
Because you said.
No,
Something
but you're
about what
supposed
we
to
do
say
today.
what we do. Like,
Yeah,
actually,
what
what
are
are
we
we
doing today?
actually doing?
Oh well, yeah. I mean, well, but
Let's just get to it. Like, just go.
Just jump right into it.
Just jump
I
right
guess
into
we can jump into it.
Alright, but we're gonna be talking
It's not
about.
cool to jump into.
We have tree.
Fitty.
No, just tree Reddit threads.
Wow.
Which we're going to be. They're all about conspiracy theories, and we're going to be talking about our. We're going to be talking about our favorite conspiracy theories, and then we're going to go through these Reddit threads, and talk about whatever conspiracy theories they're talking about. It's gonna be fun. Should be good.
Should be interesting.
Or it might not be good. We don't. I mean, we're.
I don't know what the fuck to say about any conspiracy theories.
Fuck it. We'll do it live.
I don't even know about the pigeons.
You mean
Alright, let's start off with that. Go.
I mean, I don't know much about this one, but and I mentioned this last one of the episodes, I think.
Nope, that was the episode that we never recorded.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
How many of y'all have seen a baby pigeon? Please raise your hand if you do. I can see you. There's like 3.
Let
of
us
you.
know in the comment section
Below.
above.
Yo, low key, we should record an episode where we're actually visually upside down, and then every instead of the audio being from start to finish, it's from finish to start.
Okay, that's no. But the other thing, as soon as you said we should record an episode doing above, the video that they're watching flipped. Just letting you know.
Yeah. Okay. Actually. Oh, hey.
So we're now upside down.
Okay, and then at some point, I guess we'll go back to normal, or not at all.
We'll see.
Actually, we can have them. We could. Okay, actually.
If you guys want to see us normally, just
Holy
put
shit,
your
what's
fucking.
happening here? Like the actual fucking. Okay, let's get to the fucking.
No, but he does have a point. If you do want to see
If you want to see
us up right now.
yeah, regular, just put your computer, or your phone upside down. And
But if there's another option, if you're on a Windows PC or laptop, I don't know if this works for
Mac, no.
Mac. I don't think so, but you press Control, Alt, and the down key arrow,
Yes.
and your monitor will flip upside down. Try
Yes.
right now, and you will see
Also-
that it's correct.
Third option, flat Australia, and we'll be right side up
Very true.
because everybody knows everything in Australia is upside
Yeah,
down.
because
Imagine
all the
having to
kangaroos are
watch
finding you
this.
from the tarantulas.
Imagine trying to watch this on your TV. What do you do?
Everyone
You
does
flip the
handstands.
TV.
Yeah, everyone does handstands.
Alright. You don't have a finger, don't do a
That's
handstand.
right, I can't do it.
Alright, let's go.
Alright, so
Is that
pigeons,
intro?
baby pigeons.
Number 1.
Oh, that's baby.
We're still at baby pigeons.
Oh fuck.
Do we even have to talk about that
Yeah,
anymore?
let's go. You mentioned it. You mentioned
I don't know
it.
much
Baby
about it, but as I
pigeons.
said,
Have we never seen baby pigeons?
yeah, none of y'all have seen a baby pigeon before. I just saw like the number of hands that raised. I thought it was 3, but it's actually 0.
There's nobody watches this.
I'd like to give a shout out to my boy David.
Hey. Also give a shout out to our Instagram at theden.podcast, which is THEDEN dot as in period podcast PODCAST on Instagram.
Okay, let's get to baby pigeons before we like
Alright, let's fucking go.
go on.
Yeah, so think about how many pigeons there are out there, and think about the fact that so many humans feed the pigeons, but there's a lot of restaurants that say don't feed the pigeons. The restaurants know what the pigeons are onto. Number 1, they're just shitting all over the place, but number 2,
Okay.
they're government surveillance drones.
Or
What is
You
that?
just don't want any pigeons near your restaurant so that you don't have to like deal with them.
Yeah, because they don't want any spies.
Okay, I mean, I suppose they don't want any spies, but if they don't want any spies,
What
like, that's
What
nuts.
happens if Plankton steals the Krusty Krab formula? What happens?
Nothing much because Plankton is an idiot who doesn't know how to properly integrate the Krusty Krab formula. You have Mr. Krabs, but you don't have SpongeBob. And SpongeBob, there's an episode where SpongeBob works for Plankton and it doesn't work. It simply just doesn't work because SpongeBob is not in an environment where he's happy. But why are we talking
Because
about that?
everybody knows that the true secret ingredient is love. He wasn't happy, so it didn't come out.
Exactly. But anyhow, let's fucking stop that bullshit.
Yeah, where the fuck did we get here?
Let's go back to baby pigeons and
Okay,
pigeons.
fuck the pigeons.
Next.
Well, okay, what's the first one?
Marilyn Monroe was.
Oh, also, we're gonna have all the Reddit threads in the description,
Good.
Okay.
There's only 3.
so people can check them out.
I mean, it depends which one we use. I'll let you know. Partner, they can't all of them.
Alright, let's go ahead.
Marilyn Monroe one's kind of whack,
What's
but
a true fact that sounds like a conspiracy theory? This is the thread that I'm on.
So, but then this is not a conspiracy
The
theory.
dolphin LSD experiment.
yeah,
That's
this
the
one
first, that's the first one. I mean, it's not a conspiracy theory if it's true.
exactly.
So we can't discuss
No,
things
this-
that actually happened.
I mean, we can, but
Wait, but we can't talk about 9/11.
okay, fuck this thread.
Alright.
We'll go to the other ones that are actually about conspiracy theories.
Yes.
We'll get there eventually, guys.
Yeah.
I'm really sorry.
Oh my god. Okay, the stories about Dan Snyder. Watching some clips of shows he produces is downright creepy. Oh, because
That's wasn't
Okay.
he the Nickelodeon producer?
yes, exactly.
Okay.
John
And-
Lewis.
And
Yeah,
he
I was trying to make sure.
and he apparently was like molesting the little girls that he was that
Yeah,
he was,
some
like,
weird
reporting
pedophile
with. I
thing.
actually don't know much about the details.
Look it up, Jamie.
Well, isn't it more of like how he made them perform certain acts during recordings?
I don't know, like what?
I heard he was obsessed with feet. Yeah, no, 1,000%. Like he would like
Dan
try to have them like barefoot.
Schneider.
That's interesting.
So rumors is the first DuckDuckGo option,
Okay,
and then
go.
feet is the second one.
Oh yeah, yeah. So there you go. Yeah, he was like something. He was weird. He was weird about feet. That he really like having the kids on the shows like barefoot or
How
something.
many times have we seen them in a beach episode?
I remember seeing iCarly and Jennifer or whatever, Jessica or whatever the fuck her name was, blonde one.
You mean
in a bikini at one point? So they could have been at the beach. They could have been at the. could have been at the
Hannah
show.
Montana as well?
Hannah Montana. Hannah Montana.
Hannah Montana with the baseball bat.
Yeah, true. That's definitely interesting though. I think
Yeah, it's weird.
like, the isn't he like he's still producing, right?
I think so. If only our Jamie was good.
Well, our Jamie should be good if we have stuff prepared.
No, he was booted out of Nickelodeon with a $7 million farewell.
I
Why?
see.
In that time, rumors have not stopped pouring out. Say your name.
I don't fucking read out loud then.
Because I'm trying to get to the meat.
Yeah, he's
I'm
getting
trying
to
to
the
get
meat.
to the. I'm not trying to beat my meat.
We're at the lettuce part. We're trying to get to the meat.
No, we're still opening up the bun, dude.
The dissection is important. The true burger connoisseur knows.
Dan Snyder has a foot fetish. He's a 52-year-old ex-producer has a foot fetish and
Fucking
exploited his position at Nickelodeon to get closer to children's feet.
Huh.
Do you want to go for a drive? At Hungry Girl, do you want to go for a drive? Do you want to go into our room and watch Too Cute? We have 4 on our DVR. I'll rub your feet.
Fucking
That's a tweet that Dan Snyder
Yeah.
posted up one day.
post. Why would you fucking post that?
Toes, similar to fingers, but not nearly as good. Who agrees? But that wasn't him.
That is him.
Oh, that was him. Yeah,
Yes,
that's
that
Dan
is
Warp.
him.
Yeah, Dan Warp is him. Okay.
Yeah, he's tweeting some really weird fucking stuff. But I mean, there's nothing wrong with like about having like foot
Yeah,
fetishes
for
are
whatever,
weird.
whatever.
You
Foot
can-
fetish is
yeah,
whatever.
Like they're
Do whatever you want.
yeah, they're weird, but like whatever. Not they're illegal.
The problem is when you want to see kids' toes.
Yeah.
Video. Would you like to see Victoria Justice pour ketchup all over her feet? Well, here you go. And then he put the link to that happening.
Victoria Justice. Is
Yes.
Where's she from? Victoria.
Nickelodeon.
Nickelodeon, but like what?
Zoe 101.
Zoe 101. There you go.
Oh wait, was she actually Zoe
I
101?
have no fucking clue.
I think
I saw a lot of them. So
I'm pretty sure it's Zoe 101.
Wasn't it Zoe got
I remember we watched that, but like that was like
Yeah, that was back in the good old days when we had like that little room with that like couch thing that was like similar to this one that could actually climb backwards. I remember I rolled a lot of knots of like hair back there in that little room, and I would just drop it in the ground.
I remember the TV almost dropped on you.
When did that happen?
TV almost dropped on.
I don't remember that. How did that happen?
No, you were.
It was the small one, right?
Yeah, it was
like
the bulky
it was,
one.
Oh, we should have used it for Smash.
True.
It was the one that you got a piranha plant on Mario Kart, right?
Yes, that's true. But yeah, no, don't worry.
I think we played GTA on that TV as well.
Probably GTA is shit.
Yeah. I remember like taking rounds of GTA 4.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Mhm.
Where it used to be Gia's room.
Yeah, that room, that little room right there.
Yeah.
That was like the playroom. And then, but then eventually, no, that was the second playroom, I think.
The first playroom.
The first playroom, that's where you got Piranha Plant.
And that's where I saw you playing like Lego. Cause you were sick one day. I came back home and then I saw you in the window playing Lego.
Oh yeah. I love that, just like one dumb memory, you remember? I remember one time we like were friends with like the people that were like 5 houses in front of us, and her name was Francisca. Funny enough, because
they never got together, but you know.
No, well, yeah, no. We were like back then. It was like we were really young, and I remember like our neighbor was there, like at their house, and then she had like a Nintendo 64, but she said she didn't like us, so we couldn't play, and then we both had to leave.
I don't remember.
Or it was just me. I don't know. I think it was both of us. I'm not sure. I don't remember.
Might be just you because I don't remember ever going to any place.
I don't remember what every place.
No place. I was just stuck in my crib. No, we switched rooms, but yeah.
Okay.
That's a later day.
So
How
that's
the
neither.
fuck did we get here?
Well, Raw Isles is a condominium. Not a condominium. It's a.
But we were talking
How the
about
fuck
Zoe
did
101
we
and
get-
then Frank just went into like,
Oh,
I
that's
don't
right.
break down.
Because we used to watch
Okay.
Zoe one there, and then.
This
That's
music
nice.
theory is whack. Because it's just about a pedophile. And that's like.
Yeah,
okay,
it's
we
not
can
that
skip this
interesting because, well, I mean, it is a big thing, but like, when we're looking for substance, I don't think, because that's like, that happens to like a lot of producers. You see them like go, like, expose themselves to
Harvey Weinstein.
pedophiles, you know?
Yeah, fucking
Exactly.
creeps. And,
So I don't understand.
and they never get in trouble for it.
Well, he got booted out though. He got in trouble for that, but he
With
didn't
a
get in jail.
17 million settlement.
Oh, then I don't know what that means then.
He got $17 million.
Oh,
I think I'll put it out.
okay.
That doesn't count. That's
Yeah,
a
you're
punishment.
right. You're right.
Alright, this is a good one. Restaurant owners know how awkward it is to be sung to in front of the whole establishment, and they do it to discourage people from taking advantage from their free birthday food.
You know, I don't. That shouldn't matter. I understand why people can get discomfort, but free birthday cakes.
Yeah, it's always gonna fucking be it's always gonna be above.
Yeah, exactly.
So there's no.
I'll sit through the
that's
30
it.
minutes, 30 seconds of torment.
Yes,
That's what he's singing to me.
It's for like 1 minute and 30 seconds.
And people
each.
forget. Like people just don't care.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they don't care. People
Yeah,
are like, yeah, let's go. And then that's it.
It's a joke, Louis. Wait, this guy said, bro.
What?
Bro, I'll jerk off in front of the staff if it means free food.
Like I don't see the problem with that. I don't think that's a conspiracy theory.
Yeah, it's not.
That's actually a pretty stupid one. I say myself.
Louis.
What?
Nothing.
I just think it's stupid.
Yeah, I can agree.
Yeah, like that just doesn't make no sense.
And Jamie's stupid for talking about it.
Yeah, true. I mean, Jamie. I don't know.
He's not.
Jamie's going crazy.
iHeartRadio coordinates commercial breaks to all take place simultaneously.
Oh,
Also, you're forced to listen to ads every time you change stations.
Okay, I don't have iHeartRadio.
Me neither. I
So
don't
I
give a fuck about it.
Don't know if that's true or not.
Yeah.
but
I wouldn't doubt it.
it makes sense though. It
In
really
general
does make
radio,
sense.
when I used to listen to radio way back when, I remember that yeah, people were like, you would literally like, one station will go on break, and I'll skip to I'll go to the next station, and they'll play like one song, and then that one will go on break too. It always fucking happen.
You always have breaks, so like it's non-stop.
It's like a break schedule. They collided in order to.
Or they just fucking do it like in the same intervals. Like, it's not on purpose, it's just a fucking coincidence because they're like, oh, we're gonna have a commercial every 5 minutes, every 10 minutes, and everybody thinks the same thing. So that's it.
Well, I mean,
Stop trying to collide. with the
sometimes you can
radio
have
stations.
breaks every
Delusion.
30 minutes, you know, but they're trying to find the interval as to where people are waking up and listening to the radio, you know?
You know what I'm saying?
Nobody listens to the radio anymore. This is a
No, that's old
this
stuff.
is a garbage conspiracy theory. Next,
Well, it's not that garbage. It's just old old conspiracy theory.
It's outdated.
True. Because it's not that, interesting anymore. Since everything's on podcasts, you can't really have... Well, actually, you can have a break in podcast, sorry.
No,
But,
not if you have Spotify paid.
No.
But what if the podcast episode itself has a break? That's what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
like there's some podcasts that they fucking they talk about their sponsors in the middle of the episode or at the beginning or at the end. Talking about that. Just kidding. We don't fucking have sponsors, so we suck.
It's because we're the Den.podcast.
We're the what?
We're the Den.
Didn't.
The Den.
Didn't.
So what else, Jimmy?
theden.podcast.
What else have you found?
And some people are talking about how like our phone microphones are always on and listening to what we're saying.
Yeah, I thought I believe it.
And like,
Because I've had experiences with that.
and like you get ads for shit that you talk about, but
All
you
the
don't
time.
necessarily write on your phone.
And sometimes your YouTube recommended is also what you were talking about recently. Sometimes, like let's say you're talking about like a butterfly or something like that, and then you open up YouTube, you watch a video, and you have an ad on the right hand side. Not an ad, sorry, but like a video recommending like a butterfly, like something about butterflies. Maybe butterfly effect or.
I remember if it was with you, but it was with somebody that I was talking about. We were talking about which water fountains were the best, and we were like naming like the fucking like brands of water. We were like at
Brands of water fountains, I know zero.
like no, because we were at
At the water park,
what was this fucking place called?
Dalton Mall.
Home Depot.
Oh,
Fucking I don't know.
cool.
So and like they had fucking water fountains there that you fucking like get like order whatever. And we were talking about like these like are always cold and awesome and these suck. Whatever, we were just talking about them, and then next day on my Amazon recommended list it's water fountains. Why the fuck would I buy a water fountain?
Yeah, true.
That's kind of nuts.
Yeah, I was like,
Wait, but how could it show up on Amazon? Because I don't know if Amazon is not like, I don't know if, well, maybe
They're
Amazon's
big
buying
companies.
Google's
Big
data.
companies work with each other.
Because it's Google's data that has that.
no.
Well,
Most of the times you download apps and you check the permissions and it's like permissions to your camera and your fucking microphone that it's a. Why the fuck does Amazon need permissions to my camera?
well, because
Why
you
does
can scan a
copyright
barcode
need
with it.
permission to my
Okay, but
camera?
yeah, but like the microphone too, like it asks for permission for the microphone.
Because you can like talk
Exactly.
into the app and tell. Oh,
Exactly, you can talk to it, but like
They probably have it on more time.
Yeah,
They
they
also
also
feel
have
like
it.
you should get like a detailed like view as to how.
no, people are asking for debates. People are trying to push Android phone makers, probably not Samsung, but other Android phone makers like fucking Pixel and like the OnePlus, to give them a physical switch on the phone that will let you know if the microphone's on or off. So people are actually pushing for that.
That's interesting. So you can just have it on and off. I get
Mhm.
you. That's pretty
Because
cool.
of that, because it's clear. I mean, it's clear that these devices, these smart devices, are listening to us like on a daily basis. Because there was a story way back that there was like a murder, and they wanted there's like a murder in somebody's house,
Mm-hmm.
and the police wanted to get the Alexa records,
And
to
Amazon
try to
did
hear
that.
what happened, and Amazon was like, "Oh no, we don't record 24/7." They give like a really like publicized statement, and then they got a warrant. The police got a warrant from Amazon, like for Amazon for the Alexa, and they're like, "Okay, here you go," and it was recording 24/7.
Really?
Yeah. Hey, you can look it up. It's wild.
Really?
Yeah, it
That's kind
records
of
everything.
nuts. That should be like more talked about. Like
Yeah, they're always recording stuff.
that's insane. I wonder how long they keep the information for. Maybe forever.
Probably forever. I mean, there's conspiracy theories out there that they have like that Amazon has a contract with the NSA, that they're like, if you guys can get a device into everybody's house that constantly records thing, you'll get this much money, and that's why they came out with the Alexa.
Yo.
Because honestly, the Alexa's fucking stupid. Why would you ever need that?
Because it's quicker than like typing into your phone.
It's
That's the
ease
idea.
of life in a sense of a way.
It's
Like,
it's
is it ease of life for
extreme
rich
ease
people?
of ease of life. Yeah,
Yeah,
completely.
exactly. Like if you don't want to get off of your couch, it's like it's
Yeah.
same for that kind
But
of market.
if they didn't market it beautifully, it wouldn't have never took off.
I mean, same goes for like any product.
Yeah, but they had the contract. That's what people are saying, that they had this contract to do that. So they went off, like they tried to sell as much as
See,
they
I
could.
wanna have faith and hope that Amazon wouldn't do such a thing, but I wouldn't be surprised if I found out that it's true.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
know what I'm saying?
No, that's definitely true. I would say.
I don't know, that NSA thing's kind of crazy.
Oh, by the way,
Like, think about like how fucked they would be if that information would ever leak.
People wouldn't care.
You don't think so?
Alright, let me fucking restart the cameras now.
Already? Lewis, stop giving us false information. 26.
Sit down, let's go.
Well, the fuck did you point now, Jesus shit?
I'm gonna do a quick clap for you. That's good to go. And I'm gonna restart it so it doesn't like go off.
Yeah. Oh man, come on! Stop wasting time. I still have to go.
What time do you have to go?
Whenever we fucking finish.
Yeah, you had to go at way earlier, punk.
Yeah, but
It was at 6.
yeah, this session.
No, it was your fault.
You really think the people of America wouldn't give a shit? If
Wait, sit down. Okay.
You really think the people of
No,
Amazon?
stop. Alright, we're ready to go.
You really think the people of Amazon? I mean, the people of the United States would not give a fuck if Amazon like were in ties with the NSA against them? Think about how big of a scandal there was after Snowden.
Exactly. And where did it get us?
Nowhere.
Exactly. The exact argument that you brought up was the exact argument I was gonna bring up to show you people don't care.
That's kind of.
It's gonna be a whole thing for a week and then it'll die over.
That's kind of true. I mean, I personally don't really give too many shits. Because like at the end of the day, like fuck it. Like, what are they gonna do? What are they gonna do with my information? Fuck
No,
it.
you should care.
Take over me.
You should care. Cause like you never know like what the fuck's gonna like. I don't know. You never know what it's gonna.
Maybe if I'm handling sensitive data on the daily.
No, but not even like it could anything can be used to fuck you. Like what if like one day,
I guess it depends on who has access to it.
what if one day you're like wrongly accused of a crime, and on your trial they fucking NSA brings out like this recording of you 5 years ago saying something as a joke, like I don't know fucking know something as a joke that could be considered as a threat. You get me? And they pull that up and then let's say you're fucked.
But wouldn't you be able to tell that's 5 years ago though?
Yeah, but like it's still like they can still use it as like evidence.
Yeah, like at the end of the day, all they're trying to do is come to security.
Yeah.
You're kind of right. I guess it depends on who has access to our data.
Yeah, you guys ever talking about like on this topic? You ever heard of the 5 Eyes agreement?
The 5 Eyes? Integrity,
No, stop.
internet,
No,
ideas,
stop. You're nowhere near.
intercoms,
It's not.
and isolation.
No, it's not eyes like the letter.
Oh. 5 Eyes?
Yes.
As in the number?
So there's an agreement came out between 5 countries. So it's.
Oh, Iran, Iraq,
No,
Ireland.
bro, stop. The U.S., Australia,
Mm-hmm.
Great Britain,
Mm-hmm.
France,
Mm-hmm.
and Italy. I think was the last one.
Oh, I was right about Italy.
No, or Canada.
I never said Italy.
I'm pretty sure it's Canada.
makes sense.
So the agreement was that because all of these
They're
countries,
superpowers.
all of these countries have laws that the government can't spy on their own people.
Mm.
So what they do is spy on each other's people for them. Hmm?
That's definitely interesting.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
So the U.S. can't spy on us, but Britain might be spying on us. And if they hear something like sketchy, they're gonna report it to the U.S.
That completely defeats the purpose. They're just all they're doing is like a workaround around their own laws.
It's a
Yeah.
loophole, yeah. That's what they always do. The government always does loopholes around its own laws.
Yeah, that's the point.
Mm-hmm.
That's the point of the agreement, so they could just because they have the law there to make us feel safe, but in reality, it doesn't fucking make a difference.
It's definitely crazy stuff.
Yeah, it's wild.
See, because what I like about them taking my data is that I get recommendations based on shit that I like. I guess that's as far as it goes.
So that's
Good.
companies though. Those are
Good.
companies that like record you.
Well, yeah.
We're not talking about government. We're talking about government.
Well, I think we're talking about the bridge between the two.
I suppose the bridge.
And we were, but like we crossed it, and like now we're just full on fuck the government.
Yes,
Like
that's true.
that's what the conversation went.
That's kind of true.
Nah, fuck you.
Low key though, like they probably heard a lot of conversations about us talking about this exact same thing, and like they're probably
there's
like
a
find ways to
whole bunch
like
of shit that they
hide
do.
it.
No,
But-
because why would they?
No, you gotta understand. There's
don't
like
care.
a whole bunch of
You
people
don't
in
think
the
so?
United States. Like, out of everyone, why would they be listening to us? Just like, okay, fuck these guys in particular. Like, they don't care.
So when it comes to government surveillance, it's not.
No, no one's listening 24/7. It's
Right,
like they're just recording everything.
they
and then
record-
like,
everything's
like,
recorded, yeah.
they probably have like a script that goes over everything and looks for like keywords,
Exactly.
such as bomb Africa.
No, they don't care about fucking
I
Africa.
guess
Yeah, that's true.
they care about Venezuela.
True. That is a crazy thing that's going on.
I would say they're spying on Venezuela, but they can't. There's no internet or food or rice or toilet
What
paper.
do they have to spy on?
Exactly. Nothing.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy over there. We're not together. If we start talking about it, my dad's gonna
Is
get
it?
pissed.
Is that a conspiracy theory over there?
Well,
Some type of conspiracy theory or not?
I mean, what's happening here is just kind of facts.
No, I know, but like,
That's facts.
like,
It's just proof socialism
anything,
doesn't work.
like colluding. Was anyone like is like Maduro colluding with like Russia or something like that?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I know-
Yeah, and China and Cuba.
Mhm.
And
Yeah,
Venezuela.
these socialist countries always stick together.
True. They don't want to lose their power.
Mhm.
They want to keep it.
Mm-hmm.
Just like I'm gonna keep.
Okay, good talk. Why'd you just stop mid sentence? You're gonna finish your thought?
That I didn't stop mid sentence.
He's gonna keep his secrets. That's what he's saying. But he's gonna keep, and then silence is after because he's keeping his own words. Anyhow, let's go to the next
I
conspiracy
can't
theory.
compliment that because then I would affirm that. But
Yeah, next one.
good job, Lewis.
Then you did compliment me. Okay.
Okay, Paul. Wait, so we're going to the next one?
Yeah, fuck it.
What's
Yeah.
my name?
That was a good talk.
Thank you, Jimmy.
Jimmy.
Put that shit up, Jamie.
Natasha Jayat was murdered by the Catholic Church for exposing a pedophile ring.
Yeah.
Did you hear about this?
Catholic pedophile rings, that's fucking. That's been out there. It used to be a conspiracy theory and it's no longer a conspiracy theory.
it's
It's proven.
just, it's just truth.
Yeah. So we're just gonna skip anything that has to do with that.
What do we do about it?
Just go to the next one.
Close this motherfucker. What else we got?
Just close Audacity.
No,
That'd be kind of funny.
he's fine. Yeah, we're fine. I had to double take. But no, we're good. We just go on to the next one now.
I'm not gonna get into this one. This is this has to do with dinosaurs and tyrannosauruses.
No, fuck it.
Yeah.
Oh, the ostrich one?
It's not about how like
Yeah,
their
don't
arms were
fuck this.
backwards styles. Yeah. Yo, okay, so this is a paragraph, but Facebook purposely attempts to ruin people's relationships because the drama gets more views, and more views sell more ads. Several years ago, they introduced a feature so that your comments on other pages would show up in your friends' feeds. So if you're secretly an atheist and you comment on some atheist page, it shows up in your devout Southern Baptist Grandma Muriel's timeline, even though it's a conversation that has nothing to do with her and there's no reason for it to be. As a result, Facebook outs you to your family, and Grandma's typing away at all this evil Satan is trying to corrupt her grandson. And if you comment on a public post, it's unavoidable. You used to be able to control who can see your comments even on public posts by other pages, but at the same time, Facebook introduced their tattletale feature that took that ability away. Now, if they were to stumble across the same page, they'd be able to see your comment. But after that change, Facebook started pointing everyone you know directly to it.
I'm just gonna stop you.
Not to mention the privacy settings.
I'm
are
gonna stop you.
fine,
The
they're
fact.
difficult to understand,
Shut
and
up,
easier.
Jamie. The fact that anybody still uses Facebook is beyond me.
A fuck ton of people still use.
It makes
Facebook.
no. They've gotten in so many scandals. They've gotten in trouble with Congress so many times. Not even other countries they've gotten in trouble with. They're super fucking sketch. They're constantly selling your information to other companies. There's no privacy whatsoever on it. Like, I don't understand how people still use it.
It's a dying thing, but it's dying slowly because there's still a lot of old people who
I
just.
don't get it. Like, how do you not like fucking?
I think that just shows.
How do you
like,
not
much-
read the headlines?
That
Like,
just shows how much people don't care anymore. Because like
Why?
it brings it back to our point, like what happened when Snowden was like found out everything about the NSA, like people scandaled, and then they continued doing this.
yeah, but it's different because that was something that the government was doing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what are you gonna do about it? But
I
this is
guess.
something like that legit like website that you use is doing. How could you possibly still be using it? That blows my
It's
mind.
just people like. It's a dying. It's still a very dying like.
Yeah, it's dying, but like it's not
I
fast
mean, it's
enough.
dying in our eyes, but have you seen any numbers? Like, do you know that it's dying, or do you just think it's dying because you? And
No,
other friends
I mean,
use
last
it?
I heard that was people like the users are going down.
Really?
And you can go off the facts. Like there's a lot of websites now that people are just going to. Like there's Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. There's Reddit. There's a whole bunch of different shit that you go to instead of just Facebook.
Yeah, Twitter is blowing up even more now. I feel like Twitter's getting bigger now. Like it used to be huge.
But they're getting much bigger, yeah.
Yeah, and
It just seems more convenient. Twitter.
Instagram's getting big too, and now they're about to come out with that feature where you can hide how many likes you have, which is wild. I think that's awesome.
Why?
Because fuck social media in general. Social media gives like false pretenses to how people's lives look, and it's always false.
So you think like having all those likes is just like
it gives people gratification that they don't
need
or deserve.
But even then, it's just an option. Like, who's it gonna affect? Like only the people that like.
It'll show you who the real people are.
Isn't that?
It'll show you who's like who the real like.
Oh,
it'll show you
I know
who people
mean
that like. It'll show you, the people that have it turned on, that feature turned on, where you can't see the lights. It'll show you like how they are as a person.
Oh, that you don't give a fuck.
Yeah, and this is something Kanye's been pitching for a super long time.
What?
That like in general, like that you shouldn't see how many views or things people are getting on social media. Because all it does is like it makes people that aren't getting those views or likes feel inferior, while boosting the ego of the people that are. There's no good that comes from it.
I get you. No, that's pretty cool.
Because if it's a big company, like the argument is like, oh, like Instagram, like social media nowadays, you can make money off of it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If you're like a company or you actually run it, like you're still getting those views. It's just people can't see it.
Mm-hmm.
So like, if fucking Nike puts an ad out on Instagram, they know exactly how many people they're reaching.
Mm-hmm.
It's just we can't see it. Like it should be standard across the board on social media now in general. Obviously not for like, it really only works for Instagram because like it's not gonna work for Twitter because retweeting is like a big thing there. So obviously you gotta keep retweeting on. So
but if like seeing the number of retweets wouldn't affect anything. Like
right.
If I hide that shouldn't affect anything.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You'll see the retweet.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, so it's just like fucking hide the likes, like and let.
But what's the point of liking it? Because only the owner is gonna get like the like, which like, I guess. I don't know. I feel like liking it is like. I don't know. Honestly, I'm like arguing with myself in my head right
Why
now.
do you like something to begin with? Like if I'm scrolling on Instagram and I like a picture, it's because it like I feel it, like it reached out to me. Like but it's also, I'm not one of those people that sits there and scrolls through Instagram and likes every single post on their feed. I don't do that.
Yeah, I don't like every single post, but I do like a lot of them. If it comes from someone that I like, that I fuck with, like,
Right. So yeah, if it's from somebody that I know personally, I'm gonna like.
Exactly.
I let the person know that I like their picture. Like,
yeah.
But if it's if it's like from like a celebrity that I follow and like it doesn't the picture doesn't speak to me, I'm not gonna fucking like it. Like
if you turn off the option for the likes, do you get the notifications?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah. So you are still gonna be able to see how many people like.
So wouldn't that still boost the ego though?
It'll still boost the ego, but that's.
But like it only.
It's more personalized.
It won't boost your ego as much because other people don't know that you're as good as you think you are.
Exactly, but I also don't think that the ego's the biggest part of it. Like, I think the reason why you see honestly, the reason you see more people nowadays being depressed and stuff, and like suicide rates going up, I think it's because of how the impact that social media has on our life.
Right, that makes sense.
People they're used to just scrolling through Instagram, and you're like bored at your house, and you see somebody on Instagram that's like having the time of their life, like in fucking a different country.
Right.
And like, wow, my life sucks.
Mm.
So like, I don't know, it's just.
But like seeing the picture of the person that's like on another country enjoying life, like if you don't see the likes, you're still seeing the person doing their thing and like acting cool. You just don't get to see how cool other people think they are.
Exactly, and that's what matters.
I guess that is what matters because like you stop the popularity contest. You just kind of see things as they are.
1000%. That's all it comes down to, yeah.
Okay, now I'm seeing your point.
I don't remember how we got here. No, because there was a conspiracy theory we were talking about before, and I want to get back to it. I just don't remember where we were.
We were talking about Facebook and how data.
Oh yeah, fuck Facebook.
Yeah.
And if you're still using Facebook, deactivate your account, please. That's it. That's all I gotta say.
I don't even know if I've deactivated mine. Well, mine, yeah, I haven't. It's just.
It doesn't matter if you don't. Like, you don't have to deactivate it. Like, yeah, mine's not deactivated. I technically still have a Facebook account. The last time I logged in was probably
kind of
like.
whack? We can't delete the Facebook app from our phone.
Yeah.
You can't.
You know.
Like it's just.
Or the Facebook Messenger app.
Oh no, that one I can. I guess you can't.
Maybe I can.
Like I had to. If I wanted it, I would have to download it from Play Store.
No, so I use PayPal a lot, and for some reason PayPal is.
I have PayPal as well.
They make you. Are they use it on your phone?
Yeah.
every time
the PayPal app.
they made me like fucking download or update my Facebook Messenger to use PayPal because that's where they're sending their receipts to. I'm like, what the fuck?
What? That's weird. I guess you would have to like change your receipt thing. You probably did like a sign up with Facebook with PayPal. That could be what it is, and then they're just sending you everything to Facebook Messenger instead of like your phone number or something. You just have to change that in the settings. Be like, oh yeah, like I don't want my receipt sent to Facebook. I want it sent to me personally, my being. Phone numbers are outdated. Like think about all the times you see like a billboard or like
Phone numbers are outdated.
like no okay. Actually think about this. Think about this. Like we're still gonna need them forever, like as a terms of communication. But think about this. Like so many times we've seen like the van with like the plumbers and they have like their phone number at the back, right? Who the fuck's gonna remember a phone number or an email?
Yeah.
No one's gonna remember that. No one's gonna write it down in the middle of traffic.
No
one's gonna see it on your window and be like, oh yeah, I'll just call that number next time I need a fucking appointment with the dentist. No. You know, like, but a handle is really like easy and like to use.
If it's a good handle, yeah, 1000%.
You know, that's why I want my handle to be my last name. I just like I know what's good about social media is that not all of them are gonna last forever. So my next one is gonna be like whatever next big one is gonna be. Like my handle will just be Odon.
Yeah, I mean, good luck.
And yeah, I know.
You know,
it's difficult.
You have to be on the ground floor, like, of the website. Like, that's the only option.
A little bit, but at the same time, like.
Or
there's
sometimes
not
you
a lot
gotta
of
have like
ones
a good
There's
name.
not, but
very obscure
I mean,
name.
there's enough that you're gonna have to, like, you're not gonna be able to get it. Like, you're not gonna be able to join, like, like, if you join, like, a couple months late after it's huge, like, you're not gonna be able to get it.
Possibly. Yeah, again, that depends. So I have to like figure that out.
It depends on the name too.
I would buy it off them. I would buy the Instagram Odon.
Do it.
Yeah, I don't know how much I'd buy it for. Maybe no more than like $50 or something
Good.
like that. But I'll contact him.
Do it
Actually,
right now.
I followed. Okay, fine. I followed it. I can't do it on my phone. Maybe use yours.
No, so
I followed his artist account, Raphael.Odon, and he posts on there, but he doesn't post on @Odon. So I don't know why he doesn't use it, but
That's gonna be like, $50 if you give me your
for real,
handle.
for real, I feel like I mean, and he doesn't use it, so
Yeah.
I would hope so.
There's, actually this is on Reddit, so it doesn't help. But, it should be like this for all social media. If there's an inactive account, you could like email Reddit and try to get the username for yourself if the account's like inactive.
I like that. I should do that with
Or-
Reddit, Odon.
But now this is fucked. If you're a public figure,
Oh yeah.
it doesn't matter if the account's inactive. You can on Reddit they'll let you take the person like the account.
Oh, for real?
goddamn,
Huh.
that's crazy.
Mhm. I found that out recently.
They give you president. That's a little fucked.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's not that bad. Like it's not that bad, but it's, like at the same time, it is a little
But
shit.
imagine you
Yeah.
taking over like a big account in Reddit. It's just, hey, you know, I have like 1 million subscribers. Can I real quick? You know what
No,
I'm
but
saying?
you don't take over their account. You only take over the name.
Yeah, and you'll fucking get a notification like you gotta put in your name.
Oh, it's just a name.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember like it happened to the fucking person that I think when Bill Gates did his first Ask Me Anything, the person that had, cause it was like Bill underscore Melinda like whatever Gates, that's what their account was. Whoever had that, like they took it from him to be able to do the Ask Me Anything.
Did he say anything about it?
I mean,
It'd be funny if he complained.
honestly, if it's Bill Gates, like fuck it. Like,
Yeah, no.
do your thing.
Yeah, please
Like-
take it. Like
You can probably make your own website and like do it better.
No,
I mean-
nothing happened. You're fine.
I don't know. I heard a thump earlier, like a thumper. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
So what's
But,
the
but yeah,
next-
that's what I'm
Go
saying. It's like
ahead.
Instagram handles, or not Instagram handles, but handles in general, are like the next like
Big thing.
Yeah, like thing that like needs to be standard across all your social medias, and like that's what you would advertise instead of. Your
It's the
phone
biggest
number.
issue. Especially making this fucking podcast. I couldn't fucking. It was impossible for me to find the den that I could use on
Oh
Instagram.
yeah, there's a lot of the dens.
I was able to find the theden.podcast. And then on Anchor, I had to put like. the
On
den-
Anchor, hold on.
Yeah, but on Anchor, I had to do like the den 1 or some shit like that. I don't know. It was
Oh
weird.
yeah, okay, that sucks.
It was whack. Cause I gave up. I was like, I tried every combination I could think of. Fuck
You
this.
just tried then. Then the.
No, it's whack.
That would have been kind of cool. Or dens the. Or the dens.
If you get some obscure name though, you're good to go. Like my name, Customer. That's impossible.
No,
one.
do it. You just said it out loud.
Oh,
We should just name that the podcast customer.
Yo, low key, the customer crabs,
Okay.
the crusty owner.
But no, that's just a name that no one thinks of. You know, it's a very original game in name.
You think until you're gonna go to the next social media and try to put it in, and it's not gonna work.
Okay.
Next one on the list.
Let's see.
Probably because I already put it in myself and I forgot the password. You know. Are you finding anything good right now?
Yeah, so Dyson purposely made the cable shorter on their vacuums, so that when they came out with the cordless one,
Yeah.
yeah, you
Heard about it? Yeah.
You think it's true?
Yeah, finish it. I kind of interrupted in case they don't know. What
No, I mean,
to
that's
talk
it. Like, yeah, I mean, yeah, like, yeah. So they kept making the cords smaller, so that when the cordless version came out, people would want to buy the cordless version.
Yeah. Yeah, I've heard that. It makes sense, and I don't have any evidence to dispute it. So, yes.
Yeah, I mean, I guess don't they put like their cord size on like their vacuum models? I would suppose. I think they should, and so that would give you hard rock evidence on stuff.
But why would they want to do that if they want to sell you the cordless ones?
Well, I mean, it's just information about the product, you know. I want to
Yes.
know how tall it is. I want to know how length it is. how
Not
much
every
depth it
product
has.
has that though.
Yeah. That's why I'm speculating and hoping that they do.
Well, if they do, then that'd be fantastic. The more details, the better.
Fantastic.
Fantastic. The more details you have on
The
a
better.
product, the better it is because then you can compare and contrast with other products. But they don't do that because if they have you speculating, that's much easier for them to think, okay, well I'm already on this guy, so I'll just buy this one, you know, instead of like, if I can use my brain, you know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
But
You know what's a really good conspiracy theory?
What?
yes,
Little Mac.
And I'm only just thinking of this because there's fucking fake apples on the table. The fact that carrots aren't actually good for your eyes.
They're just fingers.
What? Do you guys know like carrots like will
Yeah,
like
yeah.
help your eyesight?
Yeah.
yeah, I heard that before, but what is
So
what
it's
is
not
it?
true. Literally, the company, there was like a push to sell more carrots, so they came up with that myth. It was never true. Like
Carrots are just healthy, I suppose.
Like,
Yeah.
it's just a marketing tactic.
yeah, that's literally what it was. It was a marketing tactic that they came up with. Oh, stop!
You got 2 minutes.
3.
Tree?
Tree. I put up 4 because I was trying to grab it, but then it
3
missed.
minutes. But I don't doubt it because you know everyone's trying to sell their product.
Yeah.
And if you have to lie to sell their product, well, some people don't have ethics. You know what I'm saying? Here for a while. It's okay. Oh, that's right.
Alright, next one. Alright, good talk. Jamie, pull that shit up.
Well, we're waiting for Jamie to pull it up. Let's give a shout out to my boy David, who I sent the podcast to, and that's about it.
And what do you think?
Oh, he likes it.
Cool.
Yeah, he gets into it, but then when the camera cuts off, he's like, "No, why did the camera?" Because I was actually into it. Yeah, he's cool.
It happens. Hopefully it won't go out this time.
I doubt. Oh shit! I'm gonna set the timer too.
Oh yeah. We're gonna start promoting the YouTube more than we originally were, because we were promoting
The Instagram.
the Anchor more.
Oh.
True.
But our Instagram is doing better. Our YouTube is doing better than our Anchor. Like our YouTube podcast is doing better than our listening podcast.
It's because you have to understand, there's not many people using the Anchor as
I
much
think
as
that's a
YouTube.
conspiracy theory.
That's not a conspiracy.
Think about it. Our Anchor podcast is on multiple platforms.
What?
And their video podcast is on one platform.
Yeah.
Technically too, now that we're gonna put it on Instagram TV.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, we are gonna do that. Alright, what's the next theory?
About that.
What's next theory?
Well, we can talk about Area 51.
What
I
about-
mean,
yeah, I mean that's
that's
just
to
a
talk about
fucking
so
rabbit
much
hole.
It's a publicity stunt by the government to hide the real testing facility.
Yeah, I've heard that.
What were the grounds of Ground Zero? That's what it was called. Where 9/11 happened.
Yeah.
That's Ground Zero. Okay. I was trying to think of that.
It was really random. I thought you were trying to tie it into something of.
No, I wasn't. I just every time I would hear Area 51, I would tie it to Ground Zero, because they both sounded similar to me, but lo and behold.
Yeah, Area 51, it could be the fucking conspiracy, but at the same time, it could just be like a super fucking secret base that they don't want to.
That they don't.
He's fucking with the camera.
They don't want what?
Yeah, it's just like a testing facility where like they're testing like their newest technology.
Is that
So they
bad
keep it
thing?
a secret.
Is that a bad thing?
No, they keep it a secret because of that reason.
Why do they keep things a secret from us? I want to know everything.
It's not from us, it's from other countries. Like, I know for a fact that Area 51 is where the SR-71 Blackbird was developed.
What? That was Chinese.
It was the plane developed by the military that could fly the highest.
Mm-hmm.
And it was impossible to detect by radars
Mm.
because of how high it could fly. So it was like the stealthiest plane they've ever come out with.
Basically.
True.
And that was
Because
developed.
it's stealthier than riding on the ground.
What?
Like if you fly really low, you're also not detected by radars. Isn't that correct?
In a sense.
It depends on the radar.
Not every radar. Because I'm pretty sure a lot of advanced radars now can detect high and low, you know?
Yeah, it just depends on the radar.
But
Area 51's cool though.
yeah, it's pretty cool. But I mean, there's so much stuff about it that's like.
What if I'm trying to like recreate the zombie experience there?
The,
It still
the
wouldn't
zombie
work.
experience?
And why?
Like zombie experiments.
But why?
I don't know. Let's recreate like a Frankenstein's monster again.
That's different though. That's Frankenstein.
Okay, wait, why do you say it again? Like if it was real?
Well, because Frankenstein's monster was real.
You can get a little of this sleep.
Sure!
You don't want to believe me?
Okay.
I can look it up. My name's Jamie.
Okay.
No, I mean Frankenstein is a book, punk.
Was.
You know this. Okay, it was.
That's like saying Harry Potter was a book. It was a movie.
Okay, now he's just fucking with us.
Alright, let's go on to the next one.
Next conspiracy theory, please.
Because Area 51's good, but it's just a fucking rabbit hole that I don't want to go down.
It's too much, you know. What you see? What you saying? What you saying? What you see? What you see?
Everyone knows that you're...
Oh, JFK was the reincarnation of Lincoln.
I mean, okay. In reincarnation, that's like something we can't really prove or disprove, you know.
That's like saying Jesus was the reincarnation of Jesus.
Supposedly...
Supposedly.
There's a good chance...
Wait, weren't you wearing that shirt on Sunday?
No.
Okay.
Anyhow, Jesus reincarnating to Jesus doesn't make sense because Jesus came back alive.
There's a theory that Abraham Lincoln was low-key gay.
Real?
Lucky gay.
Yeah, because he had a very shrill voice.
Mm-hmm.
And some other shit that I don't remember, but...
But you had a wife.
So?
You can't be gay if you have a wife. That's just...
You're an idiot.
Yeah.
There's a lot of gay people.
Idiot me.
There are a lot of gay people
Have
that
beards.
like have
Beards.
wives because they're afraid to show their sexuality.
That's a beard.
Especially back then too.
Especially back then.
Mm-hmm. So like, if you don't have a wife, you're not a man.
I wonder if like the
What
wife
would I
knows.
do?
I wonder if Lincoln's wife knew.
I mean, I don't know if it's true, it's just...
If it's true.
I don't know how many backing, it's just...
It's one of those
Here's his job.
weird conspiracies, right?
What?
Weird conspiracy
Yeah,
theories.
whatever.
And it's one of those weird things. But please, Jamie, find something for us.
Maybe stop fucking with the cat, let's go. You're slagging.
Yeah, those bells on the cats, they're gonna be on the microphone.
That's true.
They're gonna be ding ding ding. It's very cute.
Pump, man.
Look.
I'll bring the cat away.
Great thoughts.
Yeah, I think the cat's wrong. Apple started the meme about AirPods being expensive as a marketing ploy.
Really?
Really?
That I don't
I
think.
mean, it's true.
Okay, I mean anything could really be a meme, like how I lost my train of thought actually.
Come on, there's memes.
Sorry, but maybe those AirPods are just stupid.
Wow.
I think.
Like, you literally just offended 3 people.
Yeah, but
I generally just don't care for them that much.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? And
that doesn't make any sense because why would they? Was that like marketing ploy that they were expensive? Like I don't know. Doesn't make sense.
Right, no, but think about it. I mean, you know the meme that they're expensive.
Yeah, yeah.
And that like you can't hear someone if they're wearing AirPods. Like they're all jokes,
Right.
but they spread the word of Apple's AirPods.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Oh, like to the memes. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so bad or good publicity is still publicity.
No, 1000%. I completely agree with that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep. You know what I'm
Donald Trump understands that very well.
No matter the
Perfectly.
publicity.
Speaking of which, he actually implanted Chavez back in like, I don't know, the 70s or whenever the fuck it is that Chavez got elected.
Is that a-
He implanted Chavez in Venezuela knowing that he would be president by the time Chavez dies, so that he would look like the one that is saving Venezuela from Venezuela.
Except he's doing nothing for Venezuela.
Yeah, I mean, he's just.
I mean,
all I've seen are
we
tweets,
haven't seen
so-
anything just yet. All he has done is just recognize the current, like, actual president. But besides that, we haven't
Wait,
seen
who's the actual president, Louis?
No, I forgot his name. I don't know his name.
I have no fuck. I'm
I'm disappointed.
Hispanic and I don't know the correct way to
Well, I mean,
pronounce
so
it.
yeah, but you're Puerto Rican Cuban.
Guido.
Guaido.
Guaido.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Me neither.
It's definitely interesting though, but no, I don't think so. There's no way Trump could actually implement Chavez back then to know he can become president.
He's just talking shit.
He was rich though. He had a lot of money.
Look, he has a lot.
He had a lot
Anyone
of
has
money.
a
I think he had a lot
lot
of power.
Anyone has a lot of money.
Yeah, and Trump had a lot of money.
But you know what a true fact is that he didn't meme himself into presidency though. Because of all those memes of Hillary and like the other candidates, he would target them specifically with one thing. You know, like Hillary was the emos.
He was a marketing genius, and he just fucking like everybody's nickname that he made was fucking hilarious.
What?
Oh yeah, the nicknames he gave people. That was a big thing.
Trump giving
Okay.
nicknames to people? Oh,
Yeah.
that's
Fucking crooked Hillary, lying Ted, crazy Bernie, like
Little
little Marco, bro.
Little
Fucking
Marco.
Little Marco.
That's nasty. You can't. If you call someone like a little Marco, that's terrible.
Fucking hilarious, bro.
Yeah. Disgusting eater. It's crazy stuff. And I'm pretty sure that's mostly why he got into presidency.
The value of expensive art is just pseudocurrency for rich people to subtly buy drugs or other illicit things. I just don't know how that would make sense. Like logically, like okay, let's say you.
Well, I don't understand that like sentence.
Exactly, me neither.
So
Yeah,
it's like,
that's it.
oh, this Van Gogh is $20 million.
Yes.
You're not actually buying the Van Gogh for $20 million. You're buying $20 million worth of heroin or whatever the fuck, cocaine. I'm assuming because it's rich people.
Oh, so they're just buying drugs off of each other.
That's what it's saying.
And the art.
It doesn't make any sense.
I'm not
Yeah,
a
that
fan.
was whack.
I like art, so.
So they wouldn't actually buy the art at all.
I wish I could understand art.
Cops go on ways. I like art. Cops go on ways.
You like it, but you understand it?
Not all of it.
Yeah, I wish I could understand it.
You don't need to.
Yeah, you do. You need to understand it to enjoy it.
You don't need to understand all of it.
Of course you do.
Mm-hmm.
Especially Picasso. Like, he looks like he was having a seizure half the time he fucking painted stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah, I like abstract art, so it's like stuff that you don't make. You don't
Abstract art.
You don't
It's all
need
in the
necessarily
matter of
to,
opinion,
like,
though.
understand.
Art-
It's just like something that you kind of like.
Art is
like,
just
yeah,
pure
Oh shit,
opinion.
that's kind of cool.
Mm.
It's all subjective.
Yeah, art is just pure opinion.
It's all relative.
Mhm.
No, but when I say like, I wish I understand it. Like, just those fucking people that like wear fucking monocles and they go to the fucking Louvre and they're like, wow,
I'll
the shading of the color green, see, can clearly represent the struggle of the middle class.
Because they have a
see?
different eyesight.
The different eyesight. They have 1,000 IQ eyesight.
They
Okay.
have like 30 eyesight.
30 eyesight.
Cops go on ways to leave random police sightings to cause people to slow down without actually having to stay and check on people.
What does ways mean?
I believe it.
Waze is an open source Google Maps. Not really, not at all. None of that makes sense.
Like what?
Oh, like they put slow down cops nearby.
Yeah, Waze is like a.
Waze is amazing, so because the way
It's
it
like
works, you can
people-powered.
report things.
It's people powered.
Yeah, so it's powered by the people.
Oh,
It's a
that's
real
what it
democracy.
is. It's an actual app. Okay,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
understand.
Give me the tool.
No, stop it. I got to sit down with this.
Jesus Christ!
Louis.
Are you actually kidding me?
Kidding you?
You were like gonna snatch the cat.
Yeah, I want to kill
Sit
it.
down.
Sit down, punk.
Asshole.
Let's talk about Waze. Okay, so Waze.
Can we
is
talk about
app.
McGraw-Hill?
No, hold on, stop. I
Yo,
wanna
low
learn
key,
about
that's
Waze.
a conspiracy theory.
You know, college textbooks in general are conspiracy theories.
What are you gonna say about Waze, Lewis?
Well, I don't understand it.
Waze
Yes.
is like a Google Maps, and then when someone is going from A to B,
Yes.
they can report a red light camera. They can
They're
report
like, this intersection has a red
police-
light camera.
Yes, a police sighting.
Oh, okay.
And
So
so that other Waze people are like, yo,
Okay.
what's up, bro? Thanks for that insight. I ain't about to get in this mess. Not saying.
I understand now.
Not
Okay.
saying.
Okay. I mean, yeah, that makes sense. Like police officers are using Waze as well, just to tell people, hey, like, watch out for this. Stuff.
No, they're just telling them like, yo, like there's a police sighting here, even though they're
So
not
people
there.
slow down.
But like people will still slow down, and then they're essentially technically doing their job.
Power to the people.
We're all people, Lewis, except for King.
Anyhow, let's go on to what we were talking about, the textbooks, right? Or what was it?
Yo, the Denver International Airport is a potential concentration camp.
Interesting.
Okay, I
Yeah,
say
we
we just
don't- we
move
don't
past
need to
that
go
one.
We don't need to go there yet.
I say we just move past that one. A potential concentration camp, okay?
Darth Jar Jar was 100% planned and hinted at in TPM,
Oh yeah.
but the sheer amount of hatred for the character made Lucas back down. I actually wish he went through it with the original version.
I completely agree.
I agree as well. I also saw this post on Reddit about the Darth Jar Jar, like whole theorem basically
Yeah.
about how it was shown like it was a foreshadowing thing as to where Jar Jar was able to do these fantastic traits. And there's this one part where they were rescuing like some prisoners, and Jar Jar jumped down. The droid looked around and saw Jar Jar like jump to the other side. It's like a Jedi feat, you know.
Yeah.
It's definitely something that's really interesting. But that's not so much we can do now. of
Yeah.
course.
I'm waiting for him to get another good one.
Mm-hmm. I swear to God.
The government experiments on mentally insane people because no one will believe someone with that kind of medical history.
Depends. Of course.
The Stanford prison experiment was a conspiracy theory.
In what sense?
There's recordings and
It
everything.
never
right?
happened.
There's
It
recordings.
was just a prank.
Oh, okay. They fucking with us.
Bro.
Okay. That conspiracy theory is whack too.
Can we? What a cutie. What's up, bro? Can we talk about MK Ultra?
What's
Yeah,
that
MK
about?
Ultra's a mess.
I don't know what to say about it because I don't know anything about it. What's MK Ultra?
MK Ultra was in the 80s, I want to say.
Mm-hmm.
They the CIA conducted mind control experiments on people.
Oh.
So they were trying to see if it's possible to control minds.
Okay.
Using drugs?
They tried to do this by giving them hallucinogens like LSD.
And other drugs.
Yeah, and other drugs, but LSD was the main one that they were focusing on to see if they could, pretty much while they were tripping, to get to control their minds. So it left a lot of people messed up. And the important part about this is that they went to Ivy League schools to recruit people for this. So Harvard,
Mm-hmm.
you know,
Like the smart people, yeah.
yeah, to try to see if they can control their minds.
It's a good thing I dropped out.
So my favorite part about the whole thing about MK Ultra is the fact that you guys know what the Unabomber is.
Who? The Unabomber? Is the person that bombs themselves and others at the same time? I don't know who the Unabomber is.
Go ahead.
Unabomber, he was a bomber that Can you honestly fucking not?
Anyway,
Like,
you
I'll
get
get that shut up.
he was a bomber that was sending bombs in the mail to different
That's right.
to different like organizations.
Okay.
He had like a huge manifesto about how society was being ruined by technology, and that machines were gonna take over the world. This was in the 80s. It's like a whole thing, and yeah, he was a part of MK Ultra. He was somebody that they tested. So there's a huge conspiracy theory that MK Ultra worked, and they were able to make this guy go crazy and set off bombs.
That's definitely interesting. I mean,
Yeah, because he was. So it's like proven that he was part of the program. Yeah.
and how would
Like
they?
like a victim of the program.
And
Yeah,
it
he
didn't
agreed to
really
it.
work, right? The mind control didn't really work.
Who knows?
True.
We were told it didn't, but
Yeah, they're not gonna tell you it did.
yeah.
That's very true.
I wouldn't doubt if they were able to an extent, like while they were on the drug. I don't know if they were able to classically like condition them to permanently become under their control.
Yeah.
Because I know during LSD you can be influenced.
Right.
For sure.
Yeah, my favorite conspiracy theories when it comes to hallucinogens is Alex Jones fucking explains this so well. It's that there's high profile people in the government. Also, I should mention that when I'm talking about the government, when Alex Jones is talking about the government, he's not legit talking about like the United States government. He's talking about like the world government.
Oh, you're talking about like the Illuminati?
Illuminati is one way to say it. What he calls them is breakaway governments.
The UN?
No, not the UN. He says the two real governments. Get fucked.
I didn't know it. At first it sounded like he was blowing air out, but it was
He says the two real governments are the CIA and NASA. They're the ones that control everything.
Interesting.
So he says that there's
NASA.
that's a whole story
Hmm.
that I could get into, but it's wild. So he says that there's high profile people in these breakaway governments that they communicate with aliens. But the only way they are able to communicate with aliens, because they're interdimensional beings and like actual aliens from our universe, is by being on DMT. Because the hallucinogens open up a path in their mind that lets them connect with the aliens.
Quite interesting.
Yeah,
So what you're saying is we need to try DMT for the podcast.
DMT.
DMT,
No.
what did I say?
DMT.
That's the guidance.
Yeah, so Alex Jones thinks that there's two major world governments, which he called breakaway governments, which is literally when it's time for like these people to show themselves and like the ruling class. He doesn't call them ruling class, when it's time for these
Motherfuckers.
for these people to get out, like it's total anarchy, like, and they'll eventually turn into like a world, like so the CIA would eventually take control of the world, and there will be just one world government under them.
Okay.
And then NASA is another one, because he says that the reason they started the space program was to start a breakaway government in another planet. So to start another.
I mean, which makes sense because if you're the first one to the other planet, you own it.
Yeah.
Like it's yours, you know. Like no one
Basically.
else can like someone else would have to like come in and attack.
Yeah. So that's wild. Talking about Alex Jones.
That's pretty interesting.
I kind of want to try DMT now.
They're
I want to talk to interdimensional beings.
Joe
Why do you
Rogan.
think it's talking to people in your mind though? Like, I feel like that couldn't happen. I feel like you
Okay.
couldn't.
So Joe Rogan has like the perfect. Where are you going?
gummy bears.
Can you just take them over there? Because you keep getting up to them.
I like getting up to them.
Stop.
So what were you saying?
Joe Rogan has the perfect what?
He swears by DMT. He swears that whenever he's on. So Joe Rogan and Alex Jones see eye to eye on this, that whenever they're on DMT,
They're talking to interdimensional beings.
not that they talk. Alex Jones says the interdimensional beings thing. Joe Rogan says it does open up something else in your brain. He's not sure what it is, but he says that it's because if you DMT is the only drug that if you take with a group of people, everybody sees the same exact things.
For real?
Now, like if you take LSD or shrooms, people trip. Everybody sees their own thing depending on how their mind is.
Mm-hmm.
On DMT, everybody sees the same exact thing. So that's where these whole conspiracy theories comes out of. That's why Alex Jones says it's aliens. Joe Rogan thinks it's something else.
A higher dimension.
Huh?
A higher dimension.
Yeah.
I would have to experiment to really know. Like this is something that you can't really talk about until you actually do.
Yeah.
So once I do it, I'll.
I mean,
come
you
out to the podcast
definitely can't talk about it without knowing because the research shows it. But
I suppose. Like I think that's kind of crazy. If everyone's seeing the same thing, maybe it's just that DMT makes you see the same things in like certain environments. Like if like if everyone's in the same environment, everyone's environment is gonna be altered in the same way, like so that you're all seeing the same thing. I don't
But
know.
that wouldn't make any sense if it wasn't
They're seeing completely different things. They're not really seeing the room that they're in.
What?
Like when you're on DMT, I don't think you're seeing the room that you're in. You're kind of like literally like your eyes are open, but you're looking, like you feel like as if you're somewhere else. I feel like that's the truth. I don't know if that's true. I haven't done it again. I can't
Yeah.
tell you.
No, but it's like there was people saying that like, oh, you see the same thing because everybody's doing the same dose. And there was studies that people did like different strands of like not different strands of DMT, but like
Different amounts or different what? Different types.
not different, because there really isn't different types. Like DMT is like the drug. Like it's not like weed where there's like
Right.
different strands.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Different
remember.
sources, I guess.
Yeah, I don't remember the term that they used, but it was something was different about them, and they all still saw the same thing because they were together. Yeah, Alex Jones is like he says it like he's like I was like I'll never forget it. My very first time trying it out, I was doing research in a forest in Utah, and I was just there with some other people, and let me tell you, it's a life-changing experience when you're high as fuck and you start seeing a ton of things in the woods staring back at you, and they start walking towards you, and then all of a sudden they disappear, and you're like, wow, that was a bad trip, never doing that again, and then everybody tells you that they saw the same thing. I was like, fuck.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Scary. 'Cause you're not interacting during the trip, I suppose. They all like talk about it after it. Because don't you knock out on DMT?
I don't know. I don't know enough about it to say that. I don't know if you do.
I know there's one that starts with this S. I forgot. I think it starts with an S. I forget what it's called. That one like you smoke and you're like out for 10 minutes, like in your own trip, and then you come out and you're just like, holy fuck, that was like it feels like hours or some shit. Which is also another one I would try. But
Yeah, it's wild.
there's a lot of stuff out there. So far, LSD is still the coolest thing though. I kind of see how they were using LSD to like try to mind trip these people, because on LSD like you kind of like lose touch with reality.
Yeah.
And you kind of like if there's a person there, you'll basically believe anything they say.
Exactly.
Like no matter what, because like that's kind of like your branch, because like you kind of start losing yourself. Like you can get to a point of like ego death where you're just like, holy shit, like I am, like who am I, like where am I,
Yeah.
what's happening right now. So like if you have someone there with you, like they can you're very gullible at that moment. So
Right.
that's pretty interesting.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a way to do it.
There's a lot to experiment there. It'd be kind of cool. What's up? Timer?
Yeah.
Oh, we can just conclude right now. It's perfect.
No, it's interesting.
Camera died. Won't happen again. Plus, we're already past our mark for the longest podcast so far.
Yeah, we are.
What time is it?
1:15.
Yeah. So?
That means we
Where's
have to
it gonna
conclude.
go?
We have to play Smash now. We can't make it that longer than an hour.
So
Are you recording? There you go.
You want to go more, right?
I want to go a bit more.
We can.
Let's just hit a few more topics and then we're done.
Oh, we can talk about that fair.
It's probably the most interesting one we've done.
Except I fucked it up.
Constantly. You fuck everything up, so I mean, whatever.
You're not consistent.
Who
You're a
is?
monkey?
Alright, what do we want to talk about?
Microsoft Edge and why it's better than Google Chrome.
Doesn't eat up my RAM. That's about it.
I feel like Microsoft Edge is heavy. It just seems heavy to me. Firefox is the lightest one. I use Firefox now because it's not Chrome will actually like kill my computer if it has to open or whatnot.
I just like having Edge because I don't want to download multiple like
Fuck
applications.
Edge, what's the next conspiracy theory? I don't know why he has such a hard time seeing this one. I don't get it. You ready?
So cute. Still looking around. So adorable. Can you pass me a flashlight, please?
It's not a flashlight.
Sorry, the laser pointer.
It's not a flashlight. There's no flashing in his eyes.
No, no.
Yeah, you did.
I did not.
So cute. Apparently, okay, Mick Jagger is simply an iconic rock and roll star and nothing more.
Mick Jagger?
Yeah. Who is Mick Jagger?
Yeah.
Was he part of the Rolling Stones?
Yep, good job.
But that was it.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck that I don't know what else is it gonna be.
I know, but like the thing is, he's referred to so much, and like definitely like pop songs like TikTok by Kesha, or in like some songs by Maroon 5, like well, it was like Jagger by Maroon 5, and then but he's just like not, you know, I like especially at the times that the songs were written, they're just like, he was like not that iconic. He was just like, oh yeah, part of the Rolling Stones. I don't know. This is what I'm reading.
Yeah, that's dumb. The Rolling Stones have an amazing like history. Like they're a great fucking band. I don't know.
Kennedy was killed by CIA.
Yeah,
What?
it's funny because it's not a conspiracy theory at all, because it's literally been proven that that Oswald worked for the CIA.
How?
What do you mean how?
Like what was proved?
That he worked for the CIA.
How?
He was part of the plot. He was helping the CIA. He was part of the group of the CIA that was plotting to kill Castro.
Interesting.
And then he defected, and he fucking went off the map. And next thing they know, he was in Miami. He disappeared. Next thing they know, he's getting arrested for shooting the president in Dallas. Yeah, it's been proved. Like it's in the declassified files of JFK. Like it shows that he was working.
So
At some point, he did work for the CIA.
So it's sketch.
Yeah, it's just funny because it's not like he technically was killed by the CIA.
I mean, okay, in a way, but that doesn't. It doesn't necessarily prove that the CIA was behind killing him. It could have been the individual itself. But
There was 2 shots. Continue.
By the same person?
wanted to say that.
By the same gun?
There was 2 shots.
by the same gun.
Those are 2 shooters. That's the question.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Where there's the same bullet.
No, it's not possible.
Okay, the same type of bullet. Fucking shit.
Maybe.
Listen again.
Yeah, JFK's a fascinating one.
Why do you think the CIA would have killed JFK?
Well, Operation Northwoods.
Northwoods?
Yeah.
What's that about?
I don't know what that means.
You guys gotta step up. Operation Northwoods is the operation in which during the Cold War. What is he doing?
That's hilarious.
Okay, so during the Cold War,
Yo, my battery's out.
the CIA.
Bro. My battery's out, bro.
Okay, give me a battery.
Okay, please, just continue.
I can't. He's
Shut up.
fucking
Let us
autistic.
know.
Like, please continue.
Oh fuck you.
Okay, whatever.
You lost your laser pointer. You just.
Alright, so Operation Northwoods was during the Cold War. The CIA was plotting on committing terrorist acts on American people and blame it on the Cubans in order to get public support to invade Cuba. That's proven declassified. So it got all the way up
That's right.
to JFK, and
Tell me.
JFK said, "Get the fuck out of here, we're not doing this." He rejected it, and they killed him.
Exactly.
So that they could move along with their plans.
But it never happened though, did it? Right?
What?
Like the attacks, like they never happened. Like the terrorist
As-
attacks.
Not for Cuba, but who the fuck knows?
Exactly. For something else, for sure.
9/11 to invade Iraq.
What was the meme?
I don't know.
Jet fuel can't melt steel beams.
Jet fuel cannot melt steel beams, but it can.
Wait, what?
Yes,
You can?
it can.
Then what's the whole point of the meme?
No, that was just.
'Cause-
it was just yeah.
Point of the meme is that the temperature that jet fuel melts at is lower than the temperature than what it takes to melt steel.
Wait, you're saying that the temperature at which jet fuel melts at? Melt jet fuel.
No, jet fuel burns at.
Burns out. Okay, good.
They're
is
fucking paying
lower
attention.
is lower than the one that steel beams melt up.
Mm-hmm. That's where the beam comes from. So like the building shouldn't have been able to collapse.
So how could it have gotten so hot?
The official story is because it wasn't just steel beams that were melting. It was the concrete that was in the building. It was everything like inside the building was also being melted. So it's possible that made the fire get hotter. And it was a really close fire too. It was like a building, so it's not like a.
It's not open. That's
what the official story is. My biggest issue is that those buildings are the only buildings in history to be hit by a plane and fall and collapse. There's other buildings that have been hit by planes in history and none of them collapsed.
But not as tall.
That doesn't fucking matter. Why would that matter? There's the same structural integrity.
I guess you're right. It just depends on the weight above it.
Planned explosives, like the demolition.
Yeah. Yeah, multiple reports of people hearing explosions going off before the towers fell. There's just so much shit that goes on.
But you said they found the passports of the.
Oh, the fact that they found the 12 passports perfectly fine at the bottom, like
12.
Yeah.
Of the people that actually caused it.
Mm-hmm. They found them perfectly fine. Wasn't burned. Nothing.
And no other passports.
No.
That sounds strange.
Yeah, it's tough.
But we gotta wait 100 years. Wait, sorry, not 100. Or maybe it is 100. How many years does it take for it to be shown to the public? Because like, the JFK records were shown to the public.
Yeah.
Is it 50?
It's 50.
Yeah.
Wait, so we can. What?
We can see everything about 9/11 in 50 years.
For real?
Basically.
Yeah, in 2017 they declassified the JFK files.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I was just talking about. That it's proven that he was working for the CIA at one point.
Was there anything else we found out from that?
Yeah, there was a ton. But that's like the most important takeaway.
Huh.
But the 50 years, like, not many people are just gonna care anymore. So that's like.
Yeah, that's why.
No,
that's
but
why they do it.
I know, but at the same time, like at that point, like we still have a read on like how the U.S. is.
No, and it wasn't the complete report either. It was
Yeah, I'm
missing
sure they're not
pages.
gonna show everything.
There's a lot of blank.
So a lot of redacted things and a lot of missing pages.
Which you could like tell, or is it just like you know because they're not gonna post everything.
No, they announced like they said like.
They said it's not everything.
They're like you how many pages the full report is like people know like you can find it like you know how many pages it is and they release like nowhere near that amount of pages.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So what's the point of declassifying the information?
Trust.
Yeah, they're just trying to build an image.
Yeah.
A fake one.
That was a lot of stuff. I swear to God.
That's interesting because it causes a lot of distrust in the U.S., but at the same time, we kind of live in a cool country.
Yeah, best country in the world.
Well, why do we hate it so much then?
We don't hate it.
I don't hate my country.
Who hates it?
JFK?
See, that's why he got shot. He didn't like the country.
Yeah, there's countries always do bad things.
Just like people?
Mm.
The competition is who's less bad.
Yeah, us.
Because countries are people and people are bad.
Corporations are people.